Hello everyone. Um, this is the most awaited FJ Cruiser vlog. So if some of you have been following me for a while, and those who are close to me know that this is my dream purchase, my dream vehicle, which is the FJ Cruiser. This has been the only thing I have been talking about before in terms of cars, and I have finally been able to purchase one. I actually purchased this way back in February. It is now July, so I have not been able to make a vlog about it, and I actually just got back from the Philippines and finally got to it. So FJ Cruiser, like I said, if you have been following me, I actually have an Instagram page for the FJ named Suna. Suna came from the Japanese word sand, and the specific color of this FJ Cruiser is called Quicksand. So I thought that was just fitting to name the FJ Suna, and I have its Instagram right here. So the FJ Cruiser has the 1GR FE engine, a 4.0 liter V6, and it is very capable off-road, I would say. Like I said, if you guys have been following me, you guys know I have brought Suna out and played a little bit in the mud. And a fun fact, the FJ Cruiser's production in the US has been stopped since 2014, so it was available for sale from 2007 to 2014, and this specific FJ Cruiser is a 2012 model. So a couple things why I love the FJ is because it is very retro looking. It definitely stands out on the road. It's definitely not something you see every day. Secondly, it is very capable off-road, as I mentioned, and that's something that I have been wanting to do, so stay tuned for some of the mods that I will be doing. And last thing is I like rare, and as I mentioned, this vehicle is kind of a collector's item at this point because the production has been stopped here in the US since 2014, so there's only a limited inventory for them. And for the other countries around the world, I believe the production of the FJ Cruiser has been stopped last year, 2024. So let me walk you guys around to show you some of the mods that I have done already, some of the things I have done and what I have got with it as I purchased it. So I was scrolling through Marketplace as usual, and my old car was already giving me some problems, so I already knew that I was going to switch vehicles during this year. And then I had this gut feeling when I saw this listing of this FJ Cruiser that this was it. And the green flag, there's a couple green flags that came up from the seller. First is that he had two FJ Cruisers for sale. One was a brick FJ Cruiser that had 280,000 miles. This one had 135,000 miles. And they were all maintained, and it was garage kept. So the rust on the frame, which some of the enthusiasts know, is one of the deal breakers for the FJ Cruiser. So I could attach a photo of the frame right here, which is the condition of the current condition of the frame of this FJ Cruiser. So as you guys could see, it's not that much of rust, and as I mentioned, it was garage kept. When I was looking to view or look at this FJ Cruiser, it was currently raining, so we had to move the appointment to the next day where it was raining because the owner didn't want it to get outside in the rain. And the other green flag is the owner is actually an old guy which has too much cars in his garage. I think he doesn't even know how much he has, but he does love cars a lot, and I knew that this was very well maintained. So a couple things. The auxiliary light up front came with the vehicle, as well as the snorkel and this bullet replacing the antenna. I have also wrapped these bumper pieces in black, as well as this piece in the middle, and the grille already came as well in black, and this was originally black as well. But you guys could see I vinyl wrapped it with a little bit of a topo design, which I think came out really nice. But if you guys notice, some of these bumper pieces that I wrapped are already failing. So I will have to rewrap these at some point, but that wouldn't be our agenda for today. So for today, what I will be doing is I will be washing the vehicle. If you guys noticed, there's a lot of dead insects due to the drive back from the airport. And I will be also replacing my weather strips. These are already beat. I could show you guys from the other side. Here we go. As you guys can see, these weather strips need to be replaced, so I will be replacing them today. And the last thing that I want to do is, if you guys notice, this black trim is very faded. I am looking to do a permanent restore on these. I think it's called C4 from Gtechniq. So I will be applying that on this to hopefully revive the black trim of the vehicle. Because if you guys notice, there's a lot of it in here. So that will be our agenda for today. I didn't want to make this video very long for the intro, but that is the intro, that is the vehicle. So stay tuned for some mods that I will be doing. And actually, I want to show you guys that I just purchased some 33-inch tires that are actually sitting right here. So let's put those down, get it cleared for cleaning the vehicle, and then I'm waiting on my Bilstein 5100s to come in for the little bit of a lift, 3-inch lift, 2.5-inch lift. So I will be installing the tires and the lift at the same time. And then I also have purchased already replacement mirrors, because this is the only thing that is black. As you guys notice, I blacked out most of the chrome pieces. So I will be replacing this in black, replacing the bulbs on this, and also replacing the mirrors. If you guys didn't know, the FJ Cruiser has too much blind spots because of this fat pillar right here. So I will be replacing the glass itself to have also not only side marker indicators, but also defrost feature for whenever it's snowing. It will be tapped into the rear defroster, and then the glass would be a little bit more concave or convex. I'm not sure what the right term is, but that would help a lot with the blind spot issue of the FJ Cruiser. So let's get started. If you guys are wondering, yes, I did buy used tires for now. The tread is still pretty good. I bought them for a set of 5 for $500. These are the BF Goodrich KO2s. So my plan is, because I did get a good deal on July 4th for the Bilstein 5100s, which will be the lift, I didn't want to lift the vehicle without the tires yet. So I did buy temporary tires for now, and then I will be purchasing new ones, which I actually like what I have right now, but I want them in 33s, which is the Geolandar, I forgot what they're called. I think they're called G015s. Hello. I got interrupted there by a little bit, but yes, that is the plan. I will eventually buy a brand new set of 5 tires in 33s. So I don't mind using these for a little while. So while I save up, I'll use them for now, and then replace them down the road, probably soon, because it basically didn't really use anything. Like I said, I bought these set of 5 for $500. I'm looking to sell those that are currently on there for the same amount. So hopefully I get to sell them at the same amount. am excited. Okay guys, so I will now wipe this down real quick with the drying towels, and then we will now replace the weather strips right after. So I will show you that in a bit. Alright, so I believe for the suicide door weather strip, there will be 1, 2, and 3 clips, and then for the front, I believe it's over here and over here, and then it should pull up easily. So if you guys are wondering, feel free to pause the video, but these are the part number for the molding for the weather strips, and let us go ahead and install them. So I was having a little bit of difficulty on the main doors. So the trick is you pop this and this side, and then you should roll your windows down and it should peel up quickly. So if you ever get into that hurdle, remember to put the windows down, and it should make your life a lot easier. These are a little dirty, so let me just clean these out, and then I should be good to apply the new ones. Okay, so with all that clean, it should just be 1, 2, and 3. They should just all pop in there. And that is for the rear door. Now for the front door. I'm having a little bit of difficulty because of my WeatherTech window visors strips. I forgot what they're called, but I believe you have to insert these first for the snap. I'll just have to find a way to align these. There we go. And then they should just all press in, and that is it. There goes our new weather strips. Alright guys, so for our final agenda for today, before I clean up my interior and do a bead maker or a ceramic sealant on my exterior, I do want to restore the plastic trim on the FJ, which there is a lot of black trim in the FJ. So I will be using the C4 permanent trim restorer from Gtechniq. It is actually a coating as well for the trim, so it does not only revive the trim, but it also helps protect it, and it says it lasts for up to 2 years. So to ensure that we get the trim restored correctly and lasting 2 years, they recommend cleaning the vehicle first, which I did, but I will also do a final wipe down with alcohol to make sure that there's nothing on the plastic trim before I apply the C4 from Gtechniq. So how to apply it is you would need a pair of gloves, and then they do provide these cotton pads. So basically you drop a couple droplets into the cotton pads and then apply it to the plastic trim, and then the microfiber towel comes in for the excess. So you wipe down with the trim, and then you wipe off the excess right away. And then it should, I think, should not get wet for at least a day, and then you should not wash your vehicle for at least a week right after application. So this is how this looks like. I want to see how this would look like after. So let me prep it with alcohol, and then show you guys some bits of how to apply it. And then I will show you guys some comparison on this side done versus the other side not yet done. So let me get to work. I think it is coming out pretty good. This is the before, without the Gtechniq C4, and this is with Gtechniq C4. I think it's coming out pretty good. Unfortunately, my battery is on my camera is running low, so I have to preserve the battery. So I will be skipping, not recording, and finishing the whole vehicle, and I will show you guys the finished product at the end with the trim restore and the fender, and this is without. So hopefully we have enough to do the whole vehicle. Again, this is the fender before, or the fender without Gtechniq C4, and this is the fender with Gtechniq C4. So, coming out really good.
A few inches later.
Alright, here is the finished product. What's funny is I actually ran out a little bit, so if you could see the details on this one, this is actually the one that got finished. If we head over here, see the individual squares are lacking a little bit, so I ordered another bottle to finish that off, and you could actually put another coat on it if you would like, but I'm pretty happy with the result. This is what it looks like from the driver's side. Here is the front. And here is the passenger side, which I think came out pretty good. All right, so that was Gtechniq C4 Permanent Trim Restorer. I do think it is something I would recommend. As you can see, this is the finished product and it came out really good. Even matches the vinyl right here, black vinyl, and I think it came out really nice. So I do recommend this product. I applied it on all trim pieces, although we need to see if it will last the 2 years that they proclaim. So you better be subscribed to stay tuned on the content after 2 years, I guess. I will now clean up my interior, apply some bead maker on the FJ exterior, and I'll call it a day from there. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you have any questions or any suggestions that you noticed, please comment down below. My future mods for the FJ would be the tires and installing Bilstein 5100s for the lift. I also look on doing the AC condenser pipe mod so it doesn't drip on the frame. I also have to check the cabin filter that I have not done since I had the vehicle. But that is about it for the near future. I also, coming up after those would be the mirrors, changing them to black, applying the new glass and the new side markers. And then eventually we'll probably get a rooftop tent, roof rack, and maybe some other stuff. But that is Suna the FJ for you. And I hope you enjoyed this video, learned something. Like I said, if you have any recommendations, please feel free to comment down below. And I hope you guys would follow me through the next video and through the following videos as you guys follow the journey of the FJ. So yeah, this is the FJ Cruiser and this is Apollo signing out. Remember to stay innovative and stay hungry. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.